This is the outer part of a hub motor that was supplied to me by, link in the description, in case you want to go and visit them. I was very irate last time and I had just cause to do it. This is not about me. This is about the rest of the bloody world. This is about the people who have to pay 10 times the amount of import duty or anything that I have to do. If you lived in South Africa, this would cost you 10 times the amount of money that it cost me. If you live in far out places, this costs 10 times the amount of money. We're lucky over here in the UK purely because we don't pay a lot for them. For the shipping, yes, I did pay for FedEx because I wanted it here. There's a problem with shipping containers again at the minute, so I couldn't guarantee that this would even be here for Christmas, so I had to pay about $100 shipping. So the cost of the thing itself was relatively cheap, but obviously I had to pay for the shipping. With everything I take it apart, and there is nothing wrong with that. There are no seals on it, there's nothing on the website to say do not take it apart. But they have said to me that if you take something apart in China, it's out of warranty. Well, does that go with absolutely everything? I don't get it. I do not get it. Unless you specify that you take it apart, like they put warranty stickers on everything that I buy, I don't take them apart unless it's broken and I have to fix it. This didn't have a warranty sticker on, no warning, no nothing. They've just said you void the warranty because you've taken it apart. I'm doing this purely on principle, because the rest of the world who have to pay a lot of money for these things, they can't afford to do this. They can't afford to get these things fixed. This thing, I could probably run it with that. Now that's taking a risk. It's taking a chance that is not going to get any worse. That's not going to... It's broken. It's already shredding, look. Just by running my finger across there, that's shredded. And there is a lip. So... yes, I probably could run it, and you know, people have said, why don't you just run it? No, I'm not prepared to take the risk. I take enough risks with the things that I do. I am not prepared to take another risk and have the added danger of that thing possibly breaking up. The way that Aliexpress works, if you claim a dispute on anything that you buy, Aliexpress starts the process. Now Aliexpress holds the money in escrow, whereby when both parties are happy, they then release the money to the seller. Otherwise, they'll hold it until the dispute's sorted out, and then they release the remainder to the seller. So I raised a dispute because these people weren't having it. They said that this isn't theirs. So I raised a dispute. The seller then came back to me saying refund zero. That's just the end of it. Refund zero. So I rejected the offer. So then AliExpress came back to me. I think it was. I don't think it was the seller themselves. I think it was AliExpress who came back to me and said £18 refund. Well, no, I'm not happy with that because I've still got a broken motor with no way to get these magnets are custom made. They're not normal size. I've got a load of these. These are 10mm, 40 coincidentally, 40mm by 10mm by 3mm. These are 12mm wide. Can't get them unless they have them custom made. Then I'll have to replace them all. So I rejected the £18 something offer, and they came back then. I think it was an AliExpress auto respond because it was double the amount, which was £36 something. And this is when I was talking to, well, I wasn't talking to them, they were abusing me. I rejected the $18, and then another offer, I think it was the day after, came back at $36. Now you've got to bear in mind with AliExpress, you have got 3 days to reply, reject or accept that offer, otherwise you are accepting it. So you can't just sit there leaving it. You've got to do something with it. You can't hold it, you can't do any, you can't put it on hold, nothing. You have to do accept or reject. So after 3 days of waiting, they said to me they were going to send me magnets. Wait 2 to 3 days. I thought, okay. So I waited, and on the 3rd day I had no choice but to reject the offer, because otherwise I would have automatically accepted it and then it would have been closed anyway. I had no choice. I can't close it because they're not going to send the magnets. They're going to tell me to piss off. So I had no choice but to actually reject that offer. Then Aliexpress jumped in and said, okay, case closed. They made the judgment, not me. And then the seller decided to be a right arsey person and say to me, well, we're not going to send it now. We're going to charge you they were going to charge me $35 shipping. $35 to send one magnet, one single magnet, not a few of them, as they said, one magnet. So if I have to try and get that out, if I accidentally crack anything else, I'm back to square one. Not a few magnets, as I asked, one. So they took the piss and they sent me a photograph of the magnet. The magnet's sitting on the table, and they said, we want $35. So they were going to charge me $35 for a magnet, basically. $35, absolutely taking the piss. So I said, no, you're going back on your deal. You said to me that you were going to send that magnet, you were going to take a photograph of it, then you were going to send it over to me. And they said, no, because things have changed now, because I won the dispute. No, I didn't win the dispute. Aliexpress gave me the money. They forced the closure. I didn't win anything. If I'd have won it, then I would have got a refund for something that I cannot use now. I'm not prepared to use this because it's dangerous. So no, I didn't bloody well win, and that's what I said in the comments. I didn't win because I've still got a motor that doesn't work. I'm not fighting this. I'm not doing this for me. I'm not being awkward for me. I'm being awkward for everybody else in the same situation. Or if somebody else buys these things and they take them apart, and I'll show you exactly what to do about it. They're not prepared to cooperate in the slightest. I had to pull the big guns out and do a video about it because number one, I was annoyed, and number two, of what they actually called me. The way that they were treating me was absolutely disgusting. And I would never treat anybody like that, whether they were right or wrong. Never. And I don't expect to be treated the same. They cannot say that this is not their motor. Absolutely, categorically, they cannot say that. I actually videoed when I took this apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play that video now. I'm going to have to speed it up because it does take a while the first time you undo everything. I'm going to speed that video up, and then you can make your own mind up whether this was brand new when I took it apart and theirs, or I'm talking complete shit. Obviously this has never been run. It actually looks rather clean to me. Very clean build. Actually, I'll pull it out that way, shall I? Like that. Right, what I want to do this, I need to put a thermistor in it as well, because it hasn't got one in it. It's got the three hall sensors on it, but there is no thermistor. And a cracked fucking magnet. Oh, fucking great. There's no way have I done that. I mean, you can see there where they've actually filed it, because evidently it was bloody catching. And also there's a piece missing and that isn't anywhere. There's no way I did that. No way on the face of the earth, look, because it's not even set straight. And like I say, they have actually filed it. I've told them quite willingly that I'll take the video down, but I did say if you don't honour your word, because they said that they would do something for me. If they didn't do that, I'll make another video, and they're not bothered. Evidently they don't care. They don't care about the bad publicity. So if you see this video and the last video suddenly disappear, it means that they've done the right thing and they've sent me the magnet under warranty, because that's broken. That's exactly what they should do. But they're just blown out of their arse, basically. So if the videos are gone, you know they've sent me the magnets. But at the end of the day, I will have a running motor. I thank absolutely every person who's commented on that video. It was overwhelming. I think it's had about 14,000 views in less than a week. So thanks to everybody who's actually supported me throughout this. I am going to keep this going. I am going to keep fighting it until the bitter end. And I really don't care if I bring them down. It's up to them. They started it. I'll finish it. You've also got the added fact that this video will be here forever. It will never be taken down. YouTube will not take it down. I will not take it down. It will be a constant painful reminder to them. And every now and again I'll keep reminding everybody who watches my videos to look at this video. You know what I mean?